All right, good afternoon to you from the Storm Alert Weather Center. Lead forecaster Daniel Wilson, along with storm anchor Keith Richardson, Abby Jasper doing the Pulaski County correspondence there. Everything is pretty calm now, but we look outside the studios back to the west and we see a large area of clearing with no clouds and the sun is coming out. Of course, a tornado watch remains in effect until 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, and that basically along the I-65 and the I-75 corridor through central Kentucky. The Storm Prediction Center has moved that moderate risk of storms a little bit farther to the north out of our area, not exactly what I would say totally removed it, but it's simply taken off a couple of counties on the eastern aspect of that major moderate rift. So the threat is still there today and still there as we go into the early evening and the 8 o'clock hour. Looking at the Doppler radar, we can see that there are several storm warnings up into the Louisville metro area around Meade County, and those are tornado warnings. That's mainly for the northern part of Meade County, but that is just north of the area. One of the first towns hit by the tornado back in April 3rd, 1974. Killed, I think, about 100 and something people there in Meade County, and continued on into Louisville and Jefferson County. Did a lot of damage. Turquoise Park, I think, and the areas around the airport and the fairgrounds did a lot of damage there. Just hold on for just 1 second. All right, someone wanting to know about the timelines on the tornado watch, and that is again until 9 Central, 10 Eastern. If you can see this storm in southern Indiana, northern Kentucky, has the possibility of a tornado there headed toward Corydon, Indiana. So if you live in that part of the state, definitely heads up. And Keith, we'll talk for a minute about April 3rd, 74. It's not going to be the same deal as that, but this is an elevated risk, something that we've not had in a long time. I don't think it's even going to be like December of 2021, the generational tornado outbreak that hit western Kentucky and went up through Mayfield and Dawson Springs and those regions. It was a horrible night for those people, and now we see a threat once again for our area.
Yeah, we was on air December of 21 for almost 4.5 hours that night, and it was a very tragic night that we had that night. And just like you reiterated, earlier there about 1974, that's a day I'll never forget with that tornado outbreak of that year.
Yeah, it was a horrible time, and the folks up in northern Kentucky, several families now have lost homes. There's been damage up around Greenup County, up around Boyd County. That's the northeastern part of the state. That's along the I-64 corridor between Lexington and through Maysville and Mount Sterling, that area. Now, here's what the radar looks like currently west of Bowling Green. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect for Madisonville, and those storms continue to make their way to the east, and that will be the line of storms that we're watching. There's also some individual supercells that are beginning to fire up just east or south of Franklin, and we'll watch those very closely to see how they continue to develop. So the main thing right now is just to be heads up. This is not over with yet. I know the sun is shining, and at least it is here in Russell Springs, but at this point in time, that is not our friend. And we're simply just a waiting game to see what happens as we go into the remaining part of the evening. Would remind you the locations of the tornado watch. That includes the Bowling Green, E-Town, Richmond, Lexington, Metro, Louisville Metro area. Again, points to the southern parts of Indiana and the southern parts of Ohio. Again, this is the tornado watch box area. We can expect wind gusts 75 miles an hour or more are possible. Some strong tornadoes are possible, and we could have 2-inch hail. That is also a possibility as we make our way into this evening. So we still have a long time to wait, long time to ride this out. And if you look at it, I think the first tornado watch, I believe, this morning, I would have to go back and look, but whenever we first started this venture, the first tornado watch for our area, and if I'm not mistaken, was issued around 8 o'clock or something like that. Or maybe I'll say 6 o'clock. We posted 6 in the morning that the tornado watch was for like areas around Casey County. And then later on, we had the tornado watch that was more for the southern part of the county, to include Adair and Russell. And that was issued a little bit later on up in the day. But now that watch was supposed to expire at 3 o'clock. It's been extended till 9 Central. And Keith, a lot of time to go between now and 9 o'clock, about 5 hours. And you've got the heating, the days are longer. You know, folks, we need to be heads up.
Yeah, we definitely need to be heads up. You know, we got a lot of our listeners, you know, asking on our Facebook page right now, you know, about different areas where it's going to get bad and stuff. You just need to stay heads up, have your NOAA weather radio in working order, and know where your safe place is in case there is a tornado, you know, that's being warned. You need to have a place to go.
The one thing that we have noticed that the evolution of these storms as they're making their way, they've been slow to materialize. Kind of thought at once that they would develop and start to converge northeastward a little bit faster, but now they're beginning to fall in this unstable atmosphere, and it is producing a couple of storm warnings already and a tornado warning for southern Indiana, and now moving out of Meade County, potentially into western Jefferson County. That would be in Louisville. So that is this is what we're seeing so far. And we would like to remind everyone to be heads up and be prepared to take shelter if a tornado warning is issued. This is a critical weather event, something that we don't see very often. The fact that we would be at a moderate risk, and that again has been trimmed up a little bit farther north. I think Casey County is where it cuts off. But the Storm Master, the good Lord, does not recognize the colors on a map. And I try to tell people that just because that Pulaski County is not in a tornado watch at this point doesn't mean that Pulaski County won't have a tornado. It's just common sense to keep all of that in mind. We want everyone to be alert, prepared, and we will be here throughout the evening hours if necessary as the storms begin to fire and move closer to the Lake Cumberland Green River area. We'll be here for you, keeping you updated, and we do appreciate the confidence in the Storm Alert Center. Because of this event, I think around 9 or 10 o'clock this morning, we have officially made it to 38,000 people that like and follow our page. So that is a big thanks to each one of you. So thank you all for joining us. We'll be here to keep you updated as the storms move along. On behalf of Storm Anchor Keith Richardson and the Pulaski County correspondent Abby Jasper, this is Chief Forecaster Daniel Wilson saying thank you for